to the Paradox Machine. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different than our usual Monster Hunter content. I've been hearing great things about this Biomutant game, and I needed something to break up the monotony because variety is the spice of life. So we're just going to dive into this. I'm going to try to keep the episodes at a manageable time frame, probably about a half an hour to 45 minutes long. No one wants to sit around and watch, 3 hours of gameplay, especially from a smaller creator like myself. So without further ado, let's just dive in and see what this game's all about.
Welcome to Biomutant.
New game. We'll go with medium just for our original playthrough. That sounds like a great idea. Little demonic cricket.
Encode your DNA.
Okay. Choose breed. Primal is a nimble, developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. Okay, so there's the stats on the side. Domdon? What the hell? Doomdon is the least developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid offshoot that compensate the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. So, okay, like a brawler type thing, I'm guessing. Rex is an extraordinarily developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. Hyla is a regenerative developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them extremely tough and resilient. Fip, its genius is directly interlinked to the power of Ki, which amplifies their psionic output. Okay, so that's probably going to be like a mage-like class. Murgle is the definition of idealized breed. Its evolutionary lineage has gone in a direction where form and appearance have dominated over function. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the warrior brawler type class. Yeah, we'll go with that. Define your character's starting attributes to see more detailed explanations of what each effect has. Press that button. Okay. The vitality attribute defines your amount of health and energy cost of dodging. Health, the amount of health you have, duh. Armor, the amount of armor you have defines how much damage you take from enemy attacks. Armor is defined by the gear you equip. Strength, the strength attribute adds to your melee damage. The higher your melee damage stats, the more damage you deal. This is increased by increasing your strength attribute. Intellect, the intellect attribute defines how much ki energy you have, how fast your ki energy regenerates, as well as the amount of damage you deal with psionic powers and mutations. Intellect also defines the amount of moves you can perform when trying to complete puzzles. Power. The power stat is used to define the amount of damage you deal with all kinds of psi powers and mutations. Ki energy is used for all kinds of combat actions, all special attacks, psi powers, and mutation cost energy to use. Your ki energy regenerates and can be replenished with consumable items. The higher ki energy regen, the faster your ki energy regenerates. Agility defines how your overall speed. Move speed defines the move speed. Charisma defines how easy it is to persuade other characters, as well as how high your barter stat is. Cool. Okay, I think all of the luck. Okay, let's see what luck is. Your luck attribute defines how lucky you are, and higher your luck, the higher your crit chance are, and your loot chance. Okay. Okay.
Structure.
So we can modify our skills a little bit here, it looks like. I think we're going to want to go a little bit in between strength and agility. Or should we go vitality? If we're going to be up close and personal, I think being able to have higher health is probably a better idea. We'll go with that.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Okay, do we want to go heat, biohazard, radioactivity, or cold? I don't know which one's going to be the most prevalent, so... maybe... we'll just crank it all up to heat, why not? Nah, we can't do that. Let's go with center. That's about center. My first style? That one looked kind of cool. It's like a weird owl looking... I don't even know what this is. A raccoon panda looking thing. More raccoonish, I guess. We're gonna go with that one.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
A lot of cool colors here. We'll go with that one.
Class.
Deadeye is a tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen a life outside of law and society values.
Commando.
The commando is trained as an operative of an elite special operations force. Commandos are used to working in smaller teams. Psy-freaks are experimenting with psionic powers and mutations. They're usually outcasts cast on the fringe of society. Saboteur is a cunning, skilled explorer trained to operate covertly in both suburbs and wilderness. Sentinels dedicate themselves to protect a house. Their dedication is for the organization as a whole, including supreme belief in their dogma.
Psy-freak. Commando.
Thinking commando sounds pretty cool.
Commando chosen.
All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. Player movement. So, like every game.
Troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Interesting. Left or right, then?
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Ooh. This is giving me major, like, Fable vibes. Oh, you know what? I always played the good guy in Fable, so I think I'm gonna go dark.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna go with that.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
A little bit cocky, isn't she? Shit.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Clearly.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
I just smacked the shit out of her. I love it. All right. Aura is somewhat dark, okay.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
The hell was that noise?
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
True. Let's go see what this dead unicorn-looking thing's all
Do you
about.
remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
No shit. Wow, that was crazy. Dodge, dummy. That was kind of cool. All right. Whoa. Controls on this are a little bit weird, but I kind of like it.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Like a sea mine. He's just flailing around. Biomutant.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Okay. Interesting.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began. And
The
the
hell
tree
are
of
these
life
things? That's
started
kind of
to die.
freaky, isn't it? Dear God. Melee targeting. Move towards an enemy to target them with melee attacks. Aim the camera towards an enemy to target them with a ranged attack. Reload your ranged weapons, press right bumper. Okay. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, and performing special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat. All right. Kill these little rat bastards. Get to loot anything, or is it just dead? Okay, I guess not. A long reload animation, wow. Going the wrong way? I am. What is that? What is this? Electric module. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage type for as long as your ammo lasts. Some enemies have resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. Alright. To attach special effect add-on, select it through the consumable quick menu to open in the menu hold. Okay. All right. Got a knife, then we got that electric module, and then what is this? Let's see what this thing does next time we get a fight. You found a medic supply bag. Bags like this contain items that help heal you. Okay, your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. You have to use consumables or find other ways to heal. Good to know. Health patch. Super effective. Okay, so opening up the quick menu to use that again.
Clamber right up. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and
Oh
changed
shit, what is that thing?
Evolution has its ways.
Okay, that was a bad move apparently. Forgot to parry.
Right between the eyes.
Killed the big guy.
Flash the slash.
Okay, interesting. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy and then press Y. Remember to use your healing items when you're wounded to open the items. Okay. Okay, a dainty. Health regen. 2 seconds, okay. Can't pick up a weapon though, apparently. Ooh, what the hell is that? Got some supplies of some sort. Another healing item. Another healing item. Ooh, more. Cool. The hell is that noise? They're everywhere. Forgot to reload. No. Ooh, shit. Watch out from the blowy up things. Ow, I forgot. Apparently you gotta parry at the right time, damn it. No, let me go. You're not a very nice person. Oh, come on. That was neat. Okay, so you can't parry the grab, apparently. Tickling toffee, more health regen stuff. Probably ought to use one of those. Nice. This is kind of a really pretty looking game. Like, it's simple, but it's got some kind of a elegance in its simplicity. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Okay, so I don't know exactly how to hurt this guy now. What? There we go. Damn! We weren't playing around. Nice. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and Perks menu. To go to the menu, press Start. Alright, let's loot this stuff real quick. Only one? Really? I feel gypped. Okay. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. I'm thinking we're gonna play it. Nah, we'll go with strength. Never mind. Upgrade points. You can upgrade points. Can earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. We'll go with ranged. Guns? You can use any type of ranged weapon, but you need to learn and unlock special attacks for a weapon in order to be able to use it to activate the Super Wung Fu state. Okay. And Crane Dance, input sequence, BXR, okay. We'll go with that. Cool. Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in the Wung Fu perk menus. Alright, you got it. You're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated input while it is shown will trigger your special attacks. Okay. That was neat.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Old World Claw Bar. Okay. What is that, like a new melee weapon or something I can use? What? Fuck you, Barrel. You know what you did. Ah, I probably needed it for...
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
I don't think you're using it right, dude. Oh, I gotta be pushing X. I need to pay attention, apparently.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
I agree. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, now we got a double jump. Cool.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Just smack the shit out of that guy. That was nice. That wasn't. What? Nice. Bioblobs? You absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use your bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. All right.
That's the good stuff.
Anything interesting? Let's see what this is all about then. Mutations menu. Go to the Mutations tab to unlock psi powers, biogenics, and upgrade your resistances. All right. Let's see what these psi powers are. Okay, apparently stuff that I can't do yet. Mothmouth. To use Mothmouth, press the input you have bound the ability to while facing an enemy. This will infect a small humanoid enemy hit. While infected, enemies will attack their allies instead of you. All right. And Vile Bile. To use Vile Bile, press down the input you have bound the ability to. It will make you spew toxic slush in the direction you are facing, inflicting damage to all enemies hit. I think this one sounds more useful. I think we'll go with that. Okay, use an ability by pressing the button it's bound to while pressing and holding A. Oh, or a left trigger, that was it. We'll go with a Y. Cool. Let's see what we have to do. Okay, we need bio points for that too. All right, jump up this chain.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Interesting. Puzzles. You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch which node is selected, use the left stick or the... Left stick? What? Okay. Rotate the nodes using the left bumper and right bumper. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Okay, each node has a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moods before that may have consequences. Okay. Rotate each of the nodes so that the colors match each other. All right.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay. There we go. Took me a minute to figure out exactly what it was asking me to do with the colors.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and
sounds real familiar, doesn't it?
For the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
That's kind of interesting. So now we know exactly how we seemingly got to this place.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Spark metal.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
You think?
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Rotate each of the nodes so that the colors match each other. Okay. So this top one, we have to go like that. There we go. Simple.
There you go.
Oh, what the fuck is that thing? Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing left bumper.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Ooh, I was apparently not reloaded completely.
Feeling fierce. Slash.
Ooh, we have that new thing.
Shot.
Oh, I missed that one.
That's the last of them. Let's
Nice.
get to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
What are you? More little parts and shit?
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out.
Sounds like Jabba the Hutt.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the
Muma and Popsy.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Dialogue settings. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this in the settings and accessibility. Okay. Way back in the long ago, huh?
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
We'll go with that.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love.
All right, Fonzie, calm down.
Why you came all the way out here to see them, the potato people.
The Irish?
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
I don't believe in magic or Nono. Potato people is better.
Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay. Go see if we can piss some things off. Gonna go mess with the potato people. Uh-oh.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
What's a Pensai?
The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the nono. And
His
he
voice,
wants you
man.
to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Oop net received.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Alright, if you insist.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Alright, that sounds interesting. Let's go make a potato person and have sex with a tree.
Now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of
That
life,
voice.
a life goal. Not
Oh my
only
god.
for our
Brr,
villagers,
brr, brr.
but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Yeah, we'll just tell him that.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
Right.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Hell's a world eater.
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Maybe they should get stronger
He
then.
wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Tool, Rodnet. Main quest completed. Another world. Main quest, Fate of the World. Okay. All right, I think that is where we're going to call it an episode for today. We will be moving on to helping the rest of those guys that he just mentioned to fight the World Eaters in the next couple of episodes. But I think that is enough for right now. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. But until next time, guys, I shall see you later.